Hi, I'm Troy Alexander for Child Support Game Over. Today I'd like to talk about paternity. This is key. This is why I've been giving you the definitions for the last few videos, and if you haven't watched the videos, go watch our past couple videos of the last few weeks. It's very important you understand. I'm going to be speaking in legalese. It is not English. If you are hearing it in English, you are not understanding. When I say child, I'm not talking your son or daughter. Legalese, a child is not your son or daughter. When I say parent, I'm not talking to you as a father. You have to understand the legalese. The key of this program is it is not being done in an Article 3 court. They're running their own kabuki theater court. And they are using a lot of frauds and a lot of disinformation and a lot of confusion to keep you on the defensive in order to take a spoil of you and your offspring. The first and foremost goal of this business, child support business, Wally World, is to make you the legal father. The legal father. This does not mean you have rights as a father. This means you lose your rights as a father. That's why you have to understand the legalese. You will lose rights to your son or daughter if you become the legal father to their child. That's my opinion. Go search it out. Act like men. Man up. Don't trust everything I'm telling you. Research it for yourself. Research the legal definitions of child, person, parent. Find out what a legal father is. This is why we produced our book, Child Support Game Over, which you can purchase using the link below. The legal fatherhood is a diminishing of rights by getting you to accept, by getting you to agree. It must be by your consent, people. They can only operate with your consent. And if they don't get your direct consent, they will operate on your implied consent. And you must fight them every step of the way. The first and best way to not be in their trap is not step in it in the first place. Men, I need you to share this video. I need you to have your friends watch these videos. We need a groundswell. We need 10,000, 100,000 men waking up. If we can get that, this can be destroyed. This evil, corrupt, destructive system that is hell-bent on destroying you, your rights, your children, your offspring, your sons and daughters, and our country. They are looking to enslave your offspring and make your offspring their children, their property. And the key to this is getting you to accept being the legal father. The legal father. And that is where the voluntary acknowledgement of paternity comes in. And I know men, I as a man have signed it. I went running toward it going, hey, I want to be recognized as my son or daughter's father. And that's not what's happening there, people. What's happening there is you are losing your rights as a father and accepting the rights and responsibilities. And there's really no rights. All responsibility. It is responsibility that does not belong to you of being a legal father. This is your acknowledgement. You can sign or you can create and file a correction to your acknowledgement. This is not a contract. But they are using your acknowledgement to make you the legal father of their fictional child. And when you do not consent First step, my opinion. I would never do it, and I would never recommend signing that VAP unless you want to sign away your rights as fathers and accept what crumbs they will give you. You have rights from our Creator as a living human being. And this is where the straw man crap comes in. And hey, I'm not arguing to go into court and say, I'm not that fictional name, because you've already signed your name on your Social Security card. You've already given them your address on your driver's license and signed your driver's license. They've tricked you into connecting your living being self to their fiction. But what they haven't done is connected your living, breathing son or daughter to their fictional child. And that is the goal. That is what they are after. And your enslavement and destruction is just a happy byproduct for them. So the first step is, in my opinion, I would never do it, signing that voluntary acknowledgement of paternity. Avoid that, and then they will take a second step. They are going to demand you take a genetic test. And this, I believe, is where they really step in it badly. I do not believe they have a right to force you to take a genetic test. And when they do get your genetics, they're going to compare them to your offspring, not to their child, which is another fraud. But even if they go so far as to get your genetic test, and it is a 99.999999% match, men, I want you to hear what I'm saying. I want you to share what I'm saying. The next thing I'm saying here, I want it shared everywhere. This is hugely important. They still need your consent to make you the legal father. At best, they have maybe determined you're the biological father. But you still have your rights as a father to your son or daughter. So they're going to, that pretend kabuki theater judge, court commissioner, is going to look at you and say, do you accept that you are the legal father? He's not going to be able to say, I hereby, because of this genetic test, say you are the legal father. He still needs your consent. All that court shit was kabuki theater. That was a dramatization to convince you or make you believe that something official had happened. They still need your consent. They're saying, well, see, we've shown you genetically that the child is yours. What do you say? Do you accept being the legal father? If it were me, I can only tell you my opinion for me. I would never recommend to anybody to accept being the legal father. Why? Because that is giving up your rights, your real rights to your son or daughter, and putting you under their authority. And it is completing their security with both now a legal mother and legal father. What you don't understand, this is huge. I'm going to give you something huge. And I don't think it's been explained to you clear enough. That's my fault. When they make an order of paying child support, that's not the Kabuki Theater Court Commissioner making the order. That order is not coming down from a judge. That order is coming from the business. The business is doing the calculations of what they think you should be paying. They are making, Wally World is making the calculation. The judge is not deciding custody of your son or daughter. They can't. They cannot. The court, the Kabuki Theater court, even any court, unless, well, I know of no court, state court, circuit court, there's no circuit court can make any determination about your son or daughter or custody. That determination has already been made before you even showed up. And it was made by the business. That court commissioner is only rubber stamping whatever the business wants. You are not in an Article 3 court. You are not in a real court. There is no real judge. It is Kabuki Theater. Everything is predetermined by the business. The business decided custody long before you got there. The business decided all the Kabuki crap, how much you're going to pay, who you're going to pay, and they have handed it to this court commissioner who works for them, and he rubber stamps it. That's it. He rubber stamps it. He might read the order. He might say this court of record orders this, but it's the business. This is all the business doings. And none of this can happen unless you have been reduced in status from father to legal father. Father of your son or daughter reduced to legal father of their child. And that can only be done by consent. Please order our book below. If you want more information, please watch our videos. Please like and subscribe. Please share this video wherever you can. I'm Trey Alexander. Hopefully we'll see you next time. Thank you.